heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and
I'm
among
playing
us,
some
staying
Pathologic.
hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
Probably should have either recorded from the beginning or like not started recording in the middle of that. But anyways, I'm playing Pathologic. Classic HD. Whoa. They all look so silly. Oh, what the? Time to the doll like died. They're giving it a funeral. I've always wanted to have a funeral, and this is the perfect chance. Don't you think so, Clarence? Yes, I do agree, Jesse. Let's send a farewell salute to our friend Mr. Doll. Goodbye, Mr. Doll. Weird. Oh, cool. The game's starting for real now. Hello, I'm Pokey. This is Pathologic. I really wanted to play this game, and it was on sale.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No.
Oh wait, shoot. Settings. It's gotta be. Is there, there's no, closed captions or whatever? Probably just overlooking it completely. Let's turn the voice volume all the way up, because this is an epic scene and I want you guys to pay attention.
I detest trickery, but if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, a muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform Sectio Transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medico morbo active.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever looks. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. So Ipsum Sumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can heal it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then.
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Very, very interesting. Seeing that for the first time was what made me really want to play this game. That's so cool. That's like something out of a Suda game, out of like Killer 7. How do I get indoors? I'll figure it out. Let's try looking at the controls. Use E? It's E. Alright. Ahem. The Bachelor. The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated, without a shadow of a doubt, the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. The Haruspecks. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of a warden kin? Known by their hand, for they are butchers. Known by their eyes, for they are surgeons. They who follow the lines, they are the leaders of the kin. They who speak the Udurgs, they who know the secret art of haruspicy. What is a Haruspex? Reading the future in the entrails, he knows that a body bears semblance to the universe. His scalpel follows the lines of the body. His steps follow the lines of his kin's fortune. A Haruspex can tell the true line from the false one. Is entrusted with power. A Haruspex who is confused by his path gets buried into the deep black flesh of the earth. This is the story of a person who has avoided the contradiction, eager to rip a doomed life apart, masterfully fulfilling his true purpose in the process. Changeling. This character is only unlocked after you finish the Bachelor's or the Haruspex storyline. But she was the one I was most interested in. She was the one who was like, you keep lying to yourself, and she was like, believe in the heart, which is, of course you want to believe in the heart, but also this is a changeling, so like, she's not as she appears. Anyways, to be honest, after reading these descriptions, I really am interested in the Haruspecs.
Artemi Burak is coming back to his hometown after an absence of 10 years. Born to a family endowed with a caste right to cut living beings open, he was preparing himself for this line of work since childhood. Artemi's father, Isidor Burak, a wise man and philosopher well respected by the locals, had admitted to the limits of traditional knowledge and sent his son off to study modern medicine in the academy. Artemi has been traveling from town to town, learning theoretical and practical surgery for several years now. Suddenly, a mysterious letter appears with his father giving him notice of his impending demise and begging Artemi to return and accept succession. Unwilling to wait for a regular freight train, Artemi follows the rails through the steppe until he's caught up with by a small shunt locomotive. This is how young Haruspex arrives in the town.
Alright. I don't know how the audio is. If I mix the audio well enough. It's higher than a recording I did of the council where I drowned out the game audio completely. It's quieter than second time I played Valhalla, where I was completely drowned out by the game audio. So hopefully this middle ground might work. I really want to play this. Is that a guy? That's the hardest pick. Not that guy, I don't think. I think this guy. Yeah, the other guy does not look. You know, these guys, you know what? None of these guys look very friendly, except for that blonde one. I don't know. He doesn't have a very. I don't know. He seems very, very afraid of what he's about to do, even though he's the one holding the weapon. But yeah, it looks like we're getting mugged. Not again. It's like the third time this month. Like, I'll just punch the knife out of their hands. Ah! Comes out of it like, I am the victor. Well, he is hunched over. It's not like those anime dudes who are like, you picking a fight with me, and then the screen goes black, and then the screen comes back, and like the guy is completely unharmed, and all of the crowd of people are like dead on the floor. So yeah. From this point forward, I am the eldest member of the Barak family. A Menku, I am the heir to my father. Isidore Barak, a warden of the kin, the supreme Menku of many years. The inheritance of my father will nourish my mind and my body alike. It is a question of life and death for me to claim it, and for it will imbue my dissolute existence with reason. I am one of the Menku, those who know the lines, those who open up the body, those who link the earthly to the under-earth. The duty of the Menku is to serve the children of Bodo, to interpret coincidence, to point out decisions informed by wisdom. The very reason of my existence is to carry out this duty. Who will I become if I fail to bind my destiny with my father's calling? Who will I become? That's our mission. Today's quest? Nope. Other task? Nah. Just our mission. It's a very vague mission. Day 1, in which the Haruspex turns from a rightful heir into a dangerous criminal. Serious? Like, I'm not gonna, like, get justified self-defense on that one. Anyways, hello. E? Yeah. So, Barak, you're almost dead. Got a few more minutes left to live. I'm here to solemnly announce that. Not much can be done on such short notice. Are you with that crowd? Not much can be done on such short notice. You've been hit on the head several times, and the locals have heavy fists. Not sure you've noticed already, but you got 4 stab wounds, one of them seemingly rather grievous. Massive blood loss too, and the local climate doesn't allow for too much strain. Any heart conditions? None. Aren't you a funny guy? My heart is a bit too soft. Aren't you a funny guy? Well, your health is in a sorry state. Am I wrong to suspect you haven't eaten for a couple days and had no sleep last night? Your expression betrays you. Your hunger and exhaustion are also critical. I wonder which of these unfortunate afflictions will become the end of you first. So what's your plan? What would you recommend? If I am to die, so be it. Oh my, aren't you a cute little fatalist? Just don't forget to clench your teeth manly when you're saying something like this. Problem is, your teeth have almost been knocked out, so the manliness of the jaw is somewhat lackluster. Being a fatalist is way more fun when you've got several options available. Wouldn't you agree? I agree. I'm fed up with you. Get lost. I agree. You'll need a first aid kit to restore your health, or at least some bandages or tourniquets. They'd stop the bleeding. Painkillers would help you make it even further. Where do I get them? You can mug the passers-by, or barter with them. Children will gladly trade most valuable things in exchange for what others consider junk. Moreover, our drunkards usually have bandages on them, and when you're a drunk, it makes sense to always be prepared for a fight. When they're hungover, however, they'd sell their own sister for a bottle of water. Water is scarce here. Is that enough to make it to the evening? Where do I get water? You're also hungry, aren't you? Very hungry? I'll make do. You don't have to mug people to sate your hunger. Food can be found in shops, although your reputation would preclude you from enjoying their hospitality. On the other hand, a whole warehouse of meat was robbed yesterday when it was unlocked for shipping procedures. How do I find it? What's hurt my reputation so much? An unfortunate misunderstanding. I wouldn't be so rash as to call it slander, but it looks very much like it. Tell me about it. My friend will do it better, that's his part. My job is explaining to you how to keep your body in working condition. Alright, go on. I know basic anatomy, alright. Alright, spare me your advice. I said, go on. If any of the noble townspeople trusts you enough, you can always sleep at their place. Just remember that you're an outlaw for now. The only person who believes you is Vlad Olgimsky. I'll show you where he lives. You can get some sleep at his mansion. Don't forget to apply bandages before that, unless dying in your sleep is the career opportunity of your choice, that is. Thank you. Be careful. Dodge strangers. They're afraid of you now and will attack you in a heartbeat. Don't trust anyone. Speak to my fellow executor. He wanted to have a word with you too. Okay. So, map. This is the lump. Dolgimsky's manor. Home of Big Vlad, who my father talked about in his letter. Is there a, like, you are here? No, it seems like I've got to just use my surroundings. Ugh. Heart, blood, and, liquids. Seems like there's all kinds of stuff here. What other things can I find in controls? Can I pull up the map, like, right away? With M. Okay, that's the map button. Hello there, Executor. Welcome to your hometown, Warden. It's been a long time since you've been here. You probably don't even remember the spicy odor of the twire in the air. Yeah. Do you know why you were attacked? No. You've been mistaken for another person. Classic. They're looking for a murderer. A very important and well-respected man was killed last night. The townsfolk loved the deceased man more fervently than some children love their fathers. Don't be too hard on them for their outburst. Should I also feel sorry for them? Apologize, perhaps? They are naive. In towns like this, reputation is everything. Books are judged by their covers here, even after the last page is turned. No one is going to examine you in detail. A minor rumor here, a gossip there, and you're a public enemy already. You've got zero reputation. The only option available to you is living with the consequences of this. What should I do? Restore your reputation, do that now, and at any other time it becomes too low. People are foolish and weak. One day you're beaten to a pulp and laughed at, the next you're worshipped. As for the third day, well, I think you caught my drift. What I'm saying is, any misdeed can be atoned for, and you'll be loved just as fervently as you were hated. How do I restore my reputation? Do good deeds. The town is small. Rumors spread like fire, growing hundredfold in the process. And they're spread by children too, so your reputation will be restored. Just don't be wasteful with it. It's fragile. What makes it low? The decrease of your reputation depends first and foremost on the number of living things you've made less than living. It also depends on how you influence the people whose fates are bound to yours. You'll meet those special people. They're called the bound sometimes, a silly custom, but a useful one. Special people. 30 or so, each of them possessing their own unique traits. All of them hate one another, all of them are habitual liars. All of them deserve to live. Yet some of them are incompatible. Someone has to die so that another may live. And you know what that means. How will I recognize these people? That's not hard. They're striking personalities, locally famous, even though not all of them are of noble descent. Beggars, outcasts, little children even, bound to be a bit closer to perfection than the common crowd. I see. Thanks for the advice. Very, very, very interesting. So, Cool. Wait, I'm running in slow motion. Oh, I've been spotted. Make a break for it. Come on, make a break for it, hurry specs. It's so actiony. Whoa. This place is a way different vibe. Hello? Hello? Q is to open up this stuff. Hello? Oh, hello. You're the important one here.
Murder, they say. Damn, no one can kill Simon Pine. No way.
I could barely hear that. A new face in our small society? A fighter? A doctor. A doctor? Gee, we've got a doctor already, quite unexpectedly, too. You haven't had one like me.
Where are my daredevils?
You're not one of Grief's men, are you? Who is this Grief? Bad Grief is the kingpin of the criminal underworld, duh. He has a lair in the northern warehouses, where he trades in weapons, twirin, and other nastiness. Every murderer and criminal has a connection to him one way or another. That's the way it goes here. And that's why I'm asking you, again, were you on your way to him or not? Do I look like a criminal to you? Some people came running through the warehouses a few minutes ago. They told everyone that a horrible killer, the whole town's apparently already out to get him, had tried to escape by train, got ambushed, killed everyone, is now going back here. And so now I'm thinking, were they perhaps talking about you? It's a misunderstanding. I came from far away and got attacked. Okay then, you do look like you've been through a lot. We'd like to help you, but we've been robbed too, and as bad luck would have it, it's the medicine that's been snatched. Lika, that bastard, he's a traitor, a thief, a thug, and a prick. Who are you talking about? Lika. The name fits. The prick's a natural-born bootlicker. I can't even figure out who he's sold out to, the thieves or the dogheads. He's stolen the most precious thing from us, from his mates, that bastard. And on top of that, he's done it right when a war's about to start. A war? A war with the dogheads. That stinking bastard, that heartless, soulless little rat, stole the most precious thing we owned, murdered a friend, and ran over to the enemy's side. We used to think he was one of us. Was he pretending all along? He deserves to die, to be killed. Where's he now? He's probably with his thieving buddies. At first, he hid in the step, and then he just vanished. Probably took a roundabout to evade us. We lost him near the barrow. Then we had to run away because the thieves appeared all of a sudden. If you find this bastard, do cut him into pieces, please. You mean kill him? Yes, the bastard doesn't deserve to live anymore. I'll give you my revolver as a gift then. One thing though, if he's with the dog, don't touch it. One must never hurt dogs. Alright, I'll have a chat with him if I find him. Let's see. The honest Notkin, some dog has hiding out. Rumor has it he's a traitor and a thief. Very big, very big.
Murder, you say. Damn, no one can kill Simon Pine. No way.
I couldn't imagine we'd find a rat among us on the eve of war. Don't you worry. I've got this. Time to commit murder on that little thief that's probably a child. Any useful stuff? I have an eye for inventory. Don't fall from up here, please. Clothes. Protective gloves. I got plenty of drugs. Good. And okay. I'm surprised there's nothing like cool hidden back here. Unless, no, that does not look like a thing. Okay, let's get down from here. Oh boy. There's a person up here. I didn't notice you. When did you get here? Oh, when did you get here? Says the horseman. Ooh, that music kicking in. Oh, such action-y music. But, even though the music is so pumping, I think I gotta chill out and, you know, hang out. And, I don't know, I'm super interested, and, I hope you guys are too, because, stick around then, because I'll see you guys next time. I've been Pokey. This has been Pathologic. Bye!